Hello there and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ngani Titan. We're here on Ardennes and I'm in the Tier 9 British medium tank, the Centurion 7-1. I was playing the Centurion 7-1 as part of the British Tank Madness. I was on the British team. Not as good at the 7-1 as I am with lower tier tanks. I was probably better off if I'd stuck with the Boilermaker, but one likes to play around with different variety and keep trying. And I'm showing you this video because, while I've been on the receiving end of this kind of phenomenon before, it's my first time ever in over 19,000 games where I've been on this side of the medium mob. The most dangerous phenomenon in the world of tanks is the medium mob. If you ever or fall victim to the medium mob, there is really not much you can do about it, because basically what happens is a whole mob of medium tanks rush around the corner and they just annihilate everybody inside. Now initially I didn't realise that a medium mob was about to happen, but I was going to go down with the Centurion, but then I noticed all these medium tanks rushing off to the flank and I thought, you know, I'm going to follow them. They're much faster than my tank, but I'm gonna try and keep up with them. They'll eventually run into somebody and that'll slow them down a little bit, and I've got this good long range gun and reasonable accuracy, and it's a decent enough medium tank. So there's essentially all the medium tanks in the team are here. So there's 5 of us. And we've come around this flank and we haven't met anybody yet, and we run into T29. Not sure who our first customer is, probably the T29, but I don't get involved in this at all because I'm just too far behind the mob. He's on the other side of that hill and I'm still making my way to where everybody else is. However, the T29 has been shut down. Now he's up against Tier 9. Most of the tanks in this mob are Tier 9s. There's a Panther, I think, which is a Tier 8. So that Tiger, get a shot into him, he misses. And I think he's probably dead before I complete the reload. Oh no, I get a tracking shot in. So I take his tracks off, and he's dead. 2 more hits. So this is exactly what happens when you run into a medium mob. You're, especially if you're isolated. I see there's an AT-15, so I switched the Hesh, because if I get a flanking shot, which has a good chance now there's a mob of tanks around him, he's going to have so many different targets that he's not going to be bothering turning. Get the flank shot in and we finish him off, because the Hesh will penetrate the side armour. And we switch back to the APCR, because I don't know what we're going on to next. So off we go again, looking for the next victim, and there's a light tank with us as well, scouting the way. So in front there's a Bulldog, there's a Tiger 2, so the mob's going to go after the Tiger 2. Bulldog's going to be faster than us, and he's bugging out anyway. So the Tiger 2 is being engaged, and as we arrive up there is a convoy. Now the convoy is a very dangerous tank destroyer, so I'm going to take the time to put around through the convoy. And I'll actually put a Hesh round through him, so no problem penetrating his armour. A little bit too much enthusiasm there on that chap, but the self-righting system should bite him up. And we put a final round through the Tiger, and the convoy tracks me. Now I have a habit when I'm tracked of keeping the stick move forward so that I move out of the way immediately when I'm untracked. Because usually when you're tracked, people continue shooting at your positions, so that puts me off the shot on the convoy. However, the rest of the team finish him off. This kind of medium mob is why 5-man platoons should utterly rule World of Tanks. The fact that they don't is because a lot of the times even 5-man platoons of medium tanks don't act like a medium mob. They don't just push hard and the devil take the hindmost and to hell with the consequences. It is the sheer number of tanks coming in. It's going to confuse the defenders. Even if there's 3 or 4 defenders, as you can see here, the sheer number of tanks coming at them, the directions they're being shot at, and the fact that these tanks are constantly moving means that they can't prioritize their targets. They have trouble figuring out who it is they want to shoot. And it is extremely devastating, both psychologically and in actual gameplay. So, we have pounded our way right round the enemy, through their rear. Now I've been shot from the back, so just keep going into the low ground. And the rest of the gang will just come around and start pouring fire into the people who shot me. So there's a T-10, and I think a T-54 here. So I put a round into the T-10. And I pop down behind the bridge for the reload, and the T-54 is dead, I think, and it's just a T-10. So we're facing him from the front. I decided I'm going to go for the flank. He, I think he was going for a tracking shot there to stop me from getting around him. We put another one into him now, and it's pretty much all over for the T-10. Just a question of who reloads first. So that's it. We have the enemy down to 2 tanks. One of our heavies is still battling out, and the leading edges of the medium mob have caught up with one of those tanks. The heavy has died now though, so it's just the mob left. And I'm the last one in because, you know, I'm probably the slowest tank there, even though the Panther's a tier 8. So now there's only one enemy left, and it's ST1. Go for the tracking shot. So we pin him in position, so now that we have a chance of getting in a bit closer. The E50 is just tearing down. Well armoured, very good gun. Ideal tank for this sort of thing. The ST1 has decided to go for me, and I decided I'll face hug. Probably aimed that one a little too low. Didn't penetrate, I don't think. I should have fired higher and closer to the turret ring. But anyway, he's finished. That's it. Game over. So, how do we do? So we got over 2,500 damage directly, 1,800 assisted damage. We blocked 1,700, second class master, and I came first by experience. So yeah, and we lost 2 out of the 5 tanks, but only at the very end. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting to be on this side of the medium mob, and I'll catch you again soon.